I can't believe we only have this week and next week left in the Hobonichi Cousin, and then it is time to jump into 2024. Today I'm going to be planning out the week of December 18th through December 24th, and I know that Christmas is technically next week, but I think next week I'm going to have more of like a New Year's vibe for my planner, and this week is going to be the Christmas week since that's where the majority of the events are happening. I haven't done a plan with me in quite a while in this planner, but my weeks have been sort of looking like this. I don't really plan on the weekends. It's just not something I have always done. Sometimes I'll be able to get things in here on the weekend, but it's because I kind of like pre-planned it. Majority of the time, this is what it's been looking like. I've just kind of been putting in like the necessary things, and you can kind of tell the weekend is where things just really drop off for me, and like the first half of the week is where a lot of my tasks and events happen. Some weeks I just don't plan at all, and then other weeks I will plan and nothing actually gets put in here. And it's usually because I'm just mostly in my dailies for the most part. But yeah, it's a little hard to believe that we literally have just this week that we're currently in, next week, and then that's it. That's the end. And I've been in this book for the majority of 2023, which is a planner miracle in and of itself. So I am going to be using the Holiday Cheer Kit from the Coffee Monsters Co. I was like, I need to start using these kits. I really, really do. And I think I might have gotten something on the washi part of this, but I'm not 100% sure. Holiday weeks for me, I really, really love to go like all out with my stickers. I just do. I don't do that every single week, as you could probably see. But this week we're going all out. We're going to use all of it. I even pulled the holiday washi, I think from last year, maybe even the year before. And I'll try to throw in a closer shot of the washi, but sometimes these are fun to cut up like stickers. That's just kind of how I'll do it if I need to. So yeah, that's what's going on for this week as far as kits and the vibe that we are going for. I really, really love this kit a lot. I want to use as much of it as possible, if that's possible. So over on the sidebar, I think that's where I'll really start. So I'm going to put the Monday through Friday sticker down, and that's going to be the meal plan for the week because, surprise, surprise, I actually meal planned for the week, which is a shocker for everybody. I'm also going to put down the habit trackers. Like I said, this might be, well, I know this is going to be like a very sticker heavy week. I probably won't do any to-do lists for this week, and that's going to be kind of okay because the majority of my to-do lists are going to live in my daily pages, which I have kind of been loving. Let me give you guys a sneak peek. I have been loving, I think I talked about this last week in my Hobonichi Weeks plan with me, that this might be the route that I'm going to go, using my daily pages and my Hobonichi Cousin for more journaling, and then just kind of throwing in shorter to-do lists in the back of my weeks, which will more than likely, I'm 99% sure I'm going to switch over to the Sterling Ink weeks planner, and it gives me enough pages that I feel confident that I'll have enough for the whole year, because as you can see, I'm not doing a page per day. It's just not what I need. I don't need an entire page for just to-do lists, but I know that that can be different for everyone. So, you know, what I do might be different than what you choose to do. I have seen people use a day per page in their weeklies before, and if that works for you, then that works for you. All right, I don't know if this works for me, but we're just gonna go with it because, like I said, it's Christmas week. I think I'm gonna put this more decorative box over here on the top, and I'm not even really using a this week sticker, but I guess I can make space for it. We can make space for it. We can make space for all the things. I think that this is just a great way to end this planner. I know I still have next week. I need to look. I'm not actually sure if I have a New Year's kit, but I'm sure I can put something together that looks very New Year's-ish. I am going to use these decorative headers across the top here. So this week I have a shortened work week, and I think that for this week and next week it'll just be 2 videos per week. I know the holidays can be hard for people to keep up with content, so I don't want to put out almost like too much, but what I have been focusing on is posting more on TikTok. So if you are not following me over there, you should be. It's a fun, good time. It's not just planner stuff over there, which is what I love. I mean, the majority of it just might be, but it's not all planner things. I do have a life outside of my planner, I promise. All right, the headers are down, and then I'm going to put the weekend sticker down across the top here. I swear, when I go from like hardly using a lot of stickers to using a significant amount, I'm like, whoa. But also, you can see I don't fill up a huge amount of the pages. So the stickers are just kind of like extra filler kind of stuff. But anyway, I'm so excited for this week. It's just, everyone's going to be home. It's just awesome. And I was going to put in my work schedule, but I don't think these arrows go down far enough. So I think what I'll end up doing is, actually I'll use these headers here for work because I'm only working 4 days this week. And that's all I really need. I have been just trying to figure out, like next year, I have really been like, I have shared like completely that I don't 100% know what my planner stack is, and I'm trying not to put too much stress on it because I think everyone should allow themselves to change their minds as often as possible. It's your planner. And it really should be just that, you know. It shouldn't be like, well, if you say you're using this planner and then you change your mind, you shouldn't have to feel like you're having to answer to like a jury of people, you know? And that's no hate to anyone, but I think oftentimes when people share their journey online, people tend to feel very entitled to being given an answer about everything. And you don't have to, you know, no one has to explain everything to you. Now, I understand on the creator side, you might want to know details like, you know, what made you choose this over that. So I completely get that. And those questions are completely valid. So I never want to, you know, be that person who says you can't ask questions. But I mean, for the everyday person that is going through their planner journey and is just kind of realizing that things may not always work out how they initially intended, change your mind. Then change your mind 100 times over and remember that it's your journey. You know, it is absolutely yours. If you want to use 50 planners, do that. If you want to use 100 planners, do that. I think sometimes we get caught up in kind of passing this very like passive aggressive judgment towards people, and this is probably more of a planner chat than a planner than a plan with me, but this has been on my mind like so hard. You guys are probably going to be like, oh my god, we can tell, thanks. But I consistently see the term like functional planner, like, oh, I'm more of a functional planner being thrown around. And it's kind of like, okay, but isn't it all functional planning? And before you start typing away super aggressive, simmer down. My idea of functional planning is if the planner is functioning for you, then it's functional planning. You know what I mean? Like if stickering from top to bottom of your planner works for you and you're getting things done, then that's functional. If using no stickers at all, only using like a pencil in your planner, and that works for you, then that's functional. I think we get caught up in functional is kind of being mixed up with the word minimal, maybe. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. But at the same time, I do feel like people kind of throw it around as a bit of a jab. Like, oh, they'll see a planner like this and be like, oh, I'm more of a functional planner. Like, okay, friend, so am I. You know, I don't know why. I have heard it a lot lately, and I'm just like, but why are you saying that? Like, what's your intention there? Like, I know that you're saying that your style is functional, but it's like, is it a versus something else? just some food for thought. All right, up here I'm going to do my AM routine for each day that hopefully I can actually stick with. I'm not putting it down for Friday because Friday I am taking the day off. I'm also taking off Monday. I'm also taking off Tuesday. You just need to take the time off. Take your PTO and don't explain yourself to anyone why you need that time off. Now that we've got this in here, I think I'm also going to put in the weather. I've really been liking it. In my weeks, I also put the weather. I know some people are like, well, you put the weather there. Why do you have to put it there? Because I want to. That's the simple answer, because I like to track the weather. I don't know. It also affects my mood. So I also want to plan things. I have 3 dogs. If I plan to walk them and it's like a torrential downpour day, we should not go on a walk. It would not be a good idea. It would not end well for anybody. All right. So let's see. Where do I want to put that? I think I will just pull it up from my phone. I'm not going to worry about any sort of little icon stickers because I like to save those for my weeks and I don't want to overuse those and not have anything left. So Monday is 63.35 and I'm just going to put it across the top, probably just through Friday. Don't typically track the weekends. So back to planner decisions or indecisiveness, if you will. I think that I have settled on the Sterling Ink Weeks version for my smaller on-the-go planning and some dailies, and then my Hobonichi cousin. And I did get the Sterling Ink in the A5. I mean, if you've seen any snippets of my stories on Instagram, then you know that I've gotten this Sterling Ink in like multiple sizes because one, I really wanted to hold them in my hand. I also just wanted to have a way to compare. A lot of them I'm going to keep. And I know for some people, they're like, oh my God, why are you going to keep all those if you're not going to use them? Well, you know, part of my job here online is reviewing and comparing planners. And if I don't physically have them, that could be hard. I do get a lot of requests from people like, can you compare this planner to that planner? And I kind of will jot it down for a future video idea if I have a gap in my content plan where I'm like, oh, this might be a good time to do that video, then I have those products physically. Then when it's like well past their use or anything like that, I just donate them. All right, Loki has a vet appointment at 9 o'clock on Friday. He, you know, poor guy. He is a French bulldog who is allergic to everything, like literally the air. And so right now what we are trying is monthly allergy shots. They said, let's try it for 3 months and then stop and see how he does. I'm not a fan of having to have him on allergy shots forever and ever, but, you know, we're going to have to do what we have to do, you know? All right. And then I don't have a lot going on throughout the week on the bottom here, but I do have like content things that I have to get done. And I do kind of want to put some of these decorative squares in here, but now I have to figure out like, how are we going to balance all of this? This is why I never get to use an entire sticker kit. I do know what our plans are for the weekend, and I should probably focus on that. So for Christmas Eve, we are going to have like a family game night situation. So that's always super fun. We have about 3 games planned. It's always a good time. And then we're also going to have some movie time as well. Now, my goal is really not to leave the house all weekend, but I really think that we're going to have to go ahead and do groceries this weekend. So I'm going to grab my little grocery sticker. I think we're just going to have to do it on Saturday. I would rather not go to the store on Christmas Eve if I don't have to. And honestly, my goal is to go to the grocery store on Wednesday. But I think what I'm going to do is a Wednesday run and a Saturday run, because that way we have everything that we need, because we will be baking all day on Saturday. I'm going to keep my little sticker book close by because I'm going to need it for that. But I think we'll just add a grocery run sticker there and then one for Wednesday. I might even try to go during lunch on Wednesday, because I know part of what we're going to make for Christmas Day for food, involves some produce, and I'd rather be able to get it on Saturday than on Wednesday. I don't know about you guys, but produce lately has just not been lasting very long. And it's kind of irritating because food already costs a lot more now these days, but now it also just like does not last very long. All right, so that's kind of like the big things there. And then Saturday, like I said, we're going to be baking. And I know I've got some really cute baking stickers in here. Oh, this one's perfect. It is like... Oh my gosh, this is adorable. It's like a little emoji with the hat on, and I'm gonna try to get up close. Look how cute that is. That is adorable. All right, let's put this down here, and we are gonna make like 3 or 4 different types of cookies. You guys will have to let me know down in the comments, like, what is your favorite, because I love baking. I am in my baking era. That is for sure. If you have been watching my stories, you'll know like every other day I am pretty much making some kind of bread. It's just been my thing. It is very therapeutic. I love it so freaking much. And then we are probably going to have some sort of a Christmas movie marathon both nights. But that's the majority of what we're doing. We've already gone and seen the Christmas lights, which I gotta say, when they say everything is bigger in Texas, we've done the drive-through light situation before in Georgia. And we seriously never felt like we got our money's worth. Like we would pay the $20, $25 per vehicle fee. And it would be like, that's it. That's all. This drive-through light situation felt like it was an hour long, and it was just $20 per car. And we brought Loki with us. Brody is not a fan of the car. It just makes him a nervous wreck. And Loki is our blind chihuahua. I don't think I need to say any more than that. He probably wouldn't have minded, but sometimes when his environment changes pretty quickly, he gets very stressed out. So we were like, let's just leave him at home. Let's put some of these boxes down. I can write movie night here in this sticker since there's some space there. So I'll get like use out of the box and can write in it. And speaking of Loki, you can probably hear him in the background of this video. We should probably get the sound of his snoring like trademarked or something, because his audio is literally always a part of the videos here. Oh my goodness. All right, so I am honestly just placing these in the most random of places. So for this week's videos, it's obviously going to be this plan with me. And then to be quite honest, I did not really plan out my second video just yet. I have 2 in mind, and one of them is going to be going over different types of photo printing options. That's all I'm going to say for now. I don't want to put that there. I think we'll put it over here. There's not a whole lot going on Monday, except for some editing and a video that needs to go up. So a plan with me, and then some type of photo situation. And then next week is going to be a whole lot of recaps. I'm so excited about that because I just love looking back on the previous year. I think it's so fun, and I am going to be doing a 2023 wrapped planner edition video. I hate giving out like all of my stuff before because anyway, that's a whole other, anyway. But stay tuned for that, because you guys know that I have been in quite a few planners this past year, and we're going to take a look at all of them. But that's going to be next week, not this week. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you have your notifications on. That will help you know when my videos are posted. Anyway, it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. So let's put the plan with me here. We'll do that in this blue color. Actually, you've got some blue here. So let's do, hopefully I can get this up on Monday. If not, it's going to go up on Tuesday. That's just how it is. On 2-day weeks, I like to do Tuesday and Friday. And then 3-day weeks, I'm like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You know, because that's just what works. That's just what works. All right, let's just go ahead and put it on Tuesday. If it goes up earlier, fantastic. If it doesn't, that's okay. That is okay. And I'm just going to put this one down for Friday, and I'll leave it blank until I officially decide what we're putting there. All right. I know we've got some other things planned, and I actually have a lot of stickers left. Never got to the washi, but there's obviously plenty of space to add in other things throughout the week as the week progresses, but I really, really love this. Oh, let's go to habits. Let's not end this here. There's a lot of blank space here. Let me get some things out of the way. Habits this week are going to be no spend. I can hear you laughing. That is so rude. I'm just kidding. I'm laughing at myself too, because if I get through at least one day this week, that's a win. I really want to up my water intake, so I definitely want to track that. I've been doing a little bit better. It hasn't been great. It's a struggle every single winter for me. I feel like in the cooler months, it's like I suddenly think I don't need water. I don't know who the hell I think I am, but I need water. And then read for 30 plus minutes. I still have another book I want to finish by the end of the year, and I'm not making the greatest of progress. Meals. Monday is going to be chicken spaghetti. It's more like a chicken spaghetti bake. It's delicious. It involves a lot of cheese. Tuesday is going to be tacos. Or burrito bowls, just depends on what each person wants. Wednesday, I believe we're going to have steak, potatoes, and then Thursday is fend for yourself. And then Friday will be a takeout night. Yes, I kind of only cook 3 to 4 days a week. That works for our family. Fend for yourself is normally a combination of just, hey, make a sandwich, a can of soup, I don't know, have some leftovers from Monday through Wednesday. It's everyone figure it out for yourself. And then I tend to leave Saturday and Sunday blank because I never know what we're doing. Sometimes we cook, sometimes we eat out again. It just depends on the mood. That is what I have for the week so far. This is going to be for my sleep tracking. Hopefully I make some progress on that. There was one day like last week or the week before where I literally only slept 3 hours. 10 out of 10. Do not recommend that you do that. I hope that you guys have a wonderful holiday week with your loved ones. Let me know something that you are doing special just for you and the people that you love around you this week. That is all for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're already subscribed, make sure you click that notification bell so that you know when my videos are posted here on YouTube. As always, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.